Hello everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome to my channel, Find Joy in the Journey. Today I will get the opportunity to go into the Joy Garden. I didn't think I would because today started with a huge thunderstorm this morning. It was a mess. I mean, lightning hit striking, thunder, high winds. It was a mess. And I had to get both my sons off to school and to work in a thunderstorm. So I've been inside most of the day. I decided to work inside. I was able to cook a full meal. I haven't been able to do that in a long time, make a full course meal with red beans and rice, fried chicken, cornbread. I wish I had a chance to do cabbage. My cabbages aren't ready. They're not ready yet. Um, and I did a homemade banana pudding, the works. I am so happy to be able to get back into my kitchen because it's been a mess for almost a month and a half having the floors done in my house. And we had to just uproot everything and switch everything around. So now we're getting things back into place. So there's a lot of work going on, but I'm also finding time to go into the garden and do what I need to do there. I didn't think I would be able to do that today because of that thunderstorm this morning. I mean, it rained so hard. I thought the whole day was going to be a total washout. But right now, the temperature's, I think, 77 degrees. It feels like a beautiful spring day. So I will have the opportunity to go out into the garden and put some more plants um, in the soil. Okay. And another thing, my 20-gallon grow bags came in. I told you about my grow bags that I order from Amazon, right? These are the grow bags that I use. I love them, perfect quality. And these are the 20-gallon. I wanted the 20-gallon grow bags for my corn. So I will be putting my sweet corn in the grow bags today. And I want to go ahead and I have an indeterminate tomato plant, uh, the mortgage lifter. And with an indeterminate tomato bush, you want to have the appropriate size container. Because it's an indeterminate, you want to go 15 and up. So they said a 15 is good, but a 20 would be better. So I said, I'll get a 20. So I'm going to put that in that tomato plant in a 20-gallon grow bag, and also try to plant out the rest of my corn as much as I can. Um, I have to see what variety that I have uh, in the greenhouse. And then there's also some more cherry tomato plants that can go into their grow bags also. And so that's what I'll be doing today. Like I said, I didn't even think I'd be able to get out into the garden. So this is great. So I'm going to go ahead and set up. I'll bring the camera with me and record. Okay? Let's do that. I'm going to get everything set up. Um, for one thing, and I know I talked to you about this before, I'm pretty much out of used soil. I used up most of my used soil. Excuse me. So I won't be reusing soil. Everything that I'll be planting from here on out will be new soil. Brand new bags of potting soil that I have over there that I'm going to make my own container mix. And I told you my recipe before. So I'll just quickly go over it again, or maybe even place it right here on the screen. But very simple recipe. It is a potting mix, um, and then peat moss, composted cow manure, perlite, vermiculite, and a fertilizer. It could be tomato tone, it could be plant tone. It's just a base start. When I say making my container mix, and I have the potting mix and the peat moss, perlite, vermiculite, a fertilizer, composted cow manure, that is just my base soil. So when I actually go to plant my plant, whatever I'm planting that day, that's when I amended with bone meal, blood meal, and I do it like right at the first maybe 3 to 4 inches of soil at the top. That's when I add the bone meal, the blood meal, um, and also I try to use biotone because biotone has an ingredient in it that it helps to for root development. Okay, so that's how I mix my soil, um, and the recipe doesn't really change when I do a when I'm reusing old soil. I like to just start from scratch and take that old soil, then add some new soil, a certain percentage of old, certain percentage of new, add that peat moss, perlite, blah blah blah, and all of that. Um, and that's just how I do it. I mean, there's people who do things so many different ways, but this is the way I'm comfortable, and this is what I like. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix up my soil and have it ready, and then I'm just gonna start filling bags. So I'm gonna speed things up a little bit. How about that? Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, you guys, before I get started mixing everything up, oh, let me get in a position where you can see me. Can you see me now? What I wanted to do is show you how I have everything set up because what I like to do is I like to mix up my soil in large batches and then I fill as many containers as I can. And then if I have to stop and go back and start over and make another large batch again. So I have everything set up almost like a little assembly line so I can do it quickly. And I'm so used to doing it that I can get through it pretty quick. But I just want to show you how I have everything set up, okay? Okay, you guys, this is the wheelbarrow that I use to mix my container mix in. I like it because it's shallow, and I like it because it has the wheels, and once I'm done mixing, I can just roll it wherever I need to go. So 90% of the time, this is where I mix my container mix. Um, so that's what I'll be doing today. There's already some container mix that I had in there that was left over from when I planted last. It got wet, but it's going to be okay. It's still fresh. It was newly made and it was rained on today. So it hasn't been sitting there. So I'm just going to continue on and just use what's in here and just keep mixing. Okay. Now let's go over here where I have my peat moss container. I keep my peat moss. I take it out of the original bag it comes in and I put it in this airtight container to keep it from getting wet. And I just scoop out what I need. Over here is where I keep my perlite and vermiculite. I think I showed you this before. I basically have this garbage can with a lid and it has latches on it so I can close it. Take the peat moss, I'm sorry, the perlite and vermiculite. I'm sorry, perlite and vermiculite. And I take it out of their original bags and I place it in this large garbage bag where I can just seal it shut and I mix my perlite and vermiculite together. So, and I keep it in that container. So I have everything all lined up. Over here, I have my bone meal and my blood meal. Now, this part won't come in until I'm actually ready to start planting. I have my bag of bone meal here because I'm going to refill my little container. I like to have everything in separate containers where I can see it. I have it labeled. Sometimes I have to freshen up the little labels on there, but that's my blood meal and my bone meal. Um, the Dr. Earth fertilizer, that's going to go into the container mix. Also, right before planting, I just sprinkle some of that at the top. I also sometimes use, well, not sometimes, all the time. I try to always use my biotone, uh, this starter plant food, and I place it directly into the planting hole. Okay, and then my plant tone. I have two of these containers. These little containers, I've shown you that before. That's what you store your pet food in. But I'm using it for another purpose. I use my use them to put my fertilizer in. I buy these giant bags of tomato tone and plant tone by Espoma, and I just empty it into this large bag. I mean container, and I have it labeled, and I just use a scoop and I take out what I need. So I just wanted you to see how I have everything all set up so I can move pretty quickly. And also my grow bags. I'm going to open those up and let you get a look at those. You've seen them before, but I'm just going to take it out of the bag and let you take a good look at it. They have them vacuum sealed in these bags. Trying to be careful so I won't actually cut the grow bag. There we go. Like I said, I order these from Amazon, and I really like the quality of them. Okay. Ah. To save me some steps, I put everything in front of me so I can just continue to mix. I'm coming out here pretty late, even though I have plenty of daylight left. Um, Normally, I get started in the garden much earlier than this. All right. With in the package, they give you these labels. Okay, but these are the 20-gallon grow bags. So this is what I'm going to be planting my corn in today. Ooh, that's pretty big. You see that? That's a good size bag. Okay, and you've seen them out in the garden. I have several things in the garden already in my 20-gallon grow bags. So that, yeah, that's plenty of room for corn. They have the little tags on there so you can know what size it is. 20-gallon. It's by Vivosign. Okay, good material. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started mixing. And like I said, I'm going to speed it up. All right. Okay, everyone, I have my first batch ready. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and start filling my grow bag. But I will like to say this, and maybe I shouldn't, but as a consumer, I think I have the right to speak my mind. That potting mix that I used to swear by, I used to like it a lot. That potting mix by Expert Gardener, let's just say this. That's all. I'm gonna keep it cute. I'm not really gonna go there. But do you see all that? I ran into so many big pieces of wood and sticks. The other day I found a pin where someone, accidentally dropped a pin. The quality control is pretty much zilch. You know, it's so much wood in here. I think I'm done. After I use what I have over there, I'm done buying that particular potting soil. I don't want to purchase it anymore. I don't even care if it goes on sale. I don't want it anymore. I think I'm gonna stick with um, the Kellogg's. I like that. Even on its worst day, Kellogg is better than this. This wasn't. And I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna say any more about it. I'll just say. I don't have to say it when I can show you. If I can, there's a whole area over there where while I was mixing, it was you couldn't see, but I was throwing out so much wood. It's like they took a old pallet, and just and shredded it as filler. Okay, and I'm serious. There's so much wood in here. So, but see, It's my choice. I made the choice to purchase that soil, but I won't anymore. I'm done with that. I think when you find something that's good, just stick with it. I had stopped using the expert gardener and I started using the one from that I in the yellow and pink bag over there. Uh, and I think I'm going to go back to buying only that because I like the quality of that. But you never know. It's hit or miss. Okay, I just would like to say that. But I'm just really dissatisfied with what I just experienced here, picking out so many huge pieces of wood. Okay, I just wanted to say that. As a consumer, I don't think that's a problem with me actually, commenting that I'm just not happy with the quality of the soil. But I'm gonna do what I can. The, I'm telling you, as I was mixing, the pieces of wood was sticking my fingers. I'm I'm stirring, and you know how normally when you're running your fingers through good soil is nice and soft. I kept being getting my fingers and my hands stuck by large shreds of wood. This is a horrible, horrible batch I have here. I just have to say. Normally, I'm used to grabbing a fistful of soil and saying, look at the quality of this soil. Even my used soil that I used a couple of weeks ago was better than this. Wow. I'm just saying. I had to make that comment. That's just as a consumer, I feel like I'm going to stay away from that particular product from now on and just stick with what I found when shopping around and trying different things, right? You sometimes you may find something better. So I think I'm gonna stick with that other brand that I've been getting. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill up this bag, this grow bag, and if that's all I get the chance to do today is get my corn in this grow bag, then I'm fine with that because like I said, I got a late start because I honestly didn't think I'd be able to get in the garden today. Let me scoop it over like this. All right. I didn't think I'd get in the garden today because of the storm we had earlier. So, all right. Now with the corn, I've been leaving a couple of inches at the top, right? Let me shuffle it around a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more. Um, but think about it. There's gonna be several uh, corn plants in this one grow bag. But yeah, I'm already seeing I'm gonna have to mix up some more. Okay, so I got it almost filled to the top, but I do have to mix up some more. Let me do that real quick, and I'll come right back. I mixed up some more soil, some container mix, but I just want to show you something, just so you can see that I'm not just picking on this product. I'm finding stuff like this. This is what I found in the bag, freshly opened bag. Okay, I'm literally finding trash, and just in this area alone, just with me mixing, I'm running into things like this. And I have a whole area over here. I'm not going to turn and show you where I'm throwing huge chunks of wood and sticks out of this potting mix. Okay, I'm not talking about my peat moss or anything else I'm adding. I'm not talking about the composted cow manure that I'm adding. I'm talking about fresh out of the bag, that expert gardener bag. I'm getting trash. I'm done with it. I'm not going to get it anymore. And I'm not going to say any more about it, but I will not be purchasing that product anymore. My fingers literally hurt from running into sticks while I'm trying to mix up my potting soil. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm still finding trash. It's really turning my stomach. I know it's soil. I know it's dirt, but still. Okay, so lesson learned for me. You get what you pay for. So you're trying to find a bargain and you get less than quality um, product. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little more since this is a new batch. I'm gonna add a little more of the cow manure, composted cow manure. Okay. See, this makes me, even though I did well gardening and my vegetable garden looks really good and healthy. I think it's from the fertilizer and maintaining and watering and hey, just nature, just God doing his thing. That's why I do well. But I think to help things, and I probably would do even better if I up my game when it comes to the soil and the other things that I use. I don't think everything has to be top quality name brand, but sometimes you just have to get a good quality, whatever, soil, fertilizer, the peat moss, whatever you're using is best to take it up a notch if you can. If you can't afford to do that, then stick with what you have. But if you can, and I'm speaking to myself, don't settle for just a product that's not. I'm trying to say it in a nice way because I don't want to call it a bad name. But if you want better quality, you got to pay a little more. And I think I'd rather do that than come home and find a bunch of trash in my potting soil. Okay, I'm gonna say it like that, and I'm gonna keep it moving because that is literally trash. That's trash. Yeah, it's poor. It's poor quality. It's their quality control is lackluster. Okay, because this is ridiculous. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to fill up this grow bag. I'm trying to find my little scoop. I like using this big bowl because I can scoop up a lot at one time. I'm gonna get down off my soapbox, y'all, but I just had to. I'm a consumer. I'm a consumer, and I just do not like the quality of this soil. All right. You live and you learn. I know not to purchase this soil anymore. All right. I'm throwing out so many sticks, it's not even funny. I swear, you have to laugh to keep from crying. It's like it's like a pallet or a board just was splintered. Like they put it through a wood chipper and just placed it in these bags. This is what they did. This is what I feel. You know what? I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did. All I know is that this soil, from my observation, looks like there's a lot of wood in here, shredded wood, from my observation, what I'm looking at. From what I'm looking at, from my bag that I purchased, from what I see in front of me, looks like a shredded board was placed in a bag and sold as soil. All right. So, if I was to just take my camera and place it downward so you can see like all these little areas around here where you see me throwing something is because I've ran into another huge piece of wood. All right, it happens. So we're gonna move this out of the way, and you know what I want to do first? I'm gonna go ahead and get my platform cart so I'll be able to move it very easy. I should have actually started with the platform cart. Be right back. Okay, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and place it on the cart. I hope it's not too heavy for me, so I can move it wherever I need it to be. Try to use those legs. There you go. That wasn't that bad. Ugh, I'm telling you, the sticks are poking me. it's, it's making me angry a little bit. Uh, okay. Now, this is when I start using this stuff. So, first layer, I'm going to add this to the very top and mix it in. Maybe two little small handfuls because I'm saying, oh, uh, they say a little goes a long way. So I'm gonna try to mix that into the first layer. I almost want to start over. I swear, it's kind of frustrating, you guys. I almost want to start over. It's just so many sticks in here. I'm wondering if that's going to affect. Now I know if it was something like carrots or even potatoes, maybe. I don't know. Something that you want good, rich, fluffy, airy soil, and you don't want big, huge pieces of sticks and wood in there. I would be in trouble. But let's hope for corn it'll be okay. Huh? We'll see. Okay. So now that top layer is ready, and then I'm going to do the blood meal and bone meal. I'm going to move you a little closer so you can see inside the bag. How about that? Okay, let's do that. Okay, now I'm going to do the bone meal. No, I'm sorry, this is blood meal. The first thing I sprinkled, that was the bone meal. Now I'm doing the blood meal. Okay, this is for corn. I'm planting sweet corn. And then I'm going to mix it in. Now, corn is related to grass, so it likes nitrogen, heavy on the nitrogen. Okay, but I'm doing bone meal and blood meal. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just really bothering me because normally I don't do this. Doesn't happen to me, and I'm sitting here and I'm just running into huge sticks. And normally I'm able to just run my fingers through my soil and it's nice and it's but notice I haven't turned off the camera. It's like we're going to experience this together. I'm going to show you what I experienced while gardening, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And to me, this is an ugly. I am so because I have several more sacks of that soil, and I'm afraid I'm going to run into some trash. I'm afraid I'm going to run into trash, and it's really bugging me. Okay, so now I'm going to go get the corn. Quick, fast, in a hurry. I had to make a quick decision because I have I want to say two different varieties over there. I already have the golden bantam in there in the soil, and I did peaches and cream. This is the silver and gold, and I have another variety over there. It is I don't know if I did bodacious, but I had some bodacious corn that I had germinated, some seeds I had germinated. But there's another variety over here that I have called Stowell. Stowell Evergreen, I believe it's called. And the reason why I didn't choose that one to plant today is because I noticed that they had a lot of the containers where there were two stalks in one of these little containers, and it would have taken me forever to sit there and pull them apart. And I want to just go ahead and do this quickly right now for you. So I'm going to go with this one instead. Let me get my biotone ready. Let's see how many. One, two, three, four, five, six. I want to see if all of these will go in this one bag. Let's see. Oh, I'm doing my little plant holes. Middle. Let's see how many I can get in here. All right. I don't want to overdo it. Okay. Uh, just putting a little of the biotone in each of the little plant holes. You know what? I may, since it's organic, I don't think it'll hurt it. So I may come back and do a little more of the bone meal. Let's see. Look, this can plant this these corn plants can use as much help as possible, especially after seeing the quality of this potting mix. Uh, so it's a little bit more here and there. And I'm kind of sprinkling on the sort of where like so when I start to bury the plant that it can gotta get mixed up. Look at that. I start these inside. Um, I germinate the seed and I make me a little corn seedling. Okay, there we go. Trying to go a little deep. That's the first one. This is the silver and gold. Silver and gold sweet corn. See, now I'm feeling much better. I was mad, y'all. I mean, really, that the quality of this soil was really making me angry. So I'm feeling much better. Once I start planting and I get in this garden, I swear my whole attitude changes. Can you tell? 'Cause this is the good part. Actually putting it in the ground and then you start to manage it and take care of it. This is when the fun begins. If I can stop running into sticks, the fun can begin, huh? There we go. Gotta laugh to keep from crying that. Okay, trying to keep things clean. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of shift the bag a little bit. One thing I liked about growing in containers is that how I used to always say, "Look, y'all can move my container around." But you can do the same thing with a grow bag. Okay. I can fit two more. Ta-da. Now I'm going to have to take my time and separate these very gently. It's coming apart very easy. I love when that happens. And there we have it. All right. All right. That is the silver and gold, y'all. I'm going to go get my organic compost and sprinkle some of that on top here. Be right back. Let me go ahead. I'm going to close these up because I don't want to bump into them and knock them over. It'll be a whole mess. Whoops. All right. So I have the organic compost. Add that to the top. I'm going to give you a little peek down in here. And then I'm going to move it to a spot in the garden and water it in. This may be what the only thing I get to today, but that's fine. To me, this is progress. Okay. Let's take a peek. All right. There we have it. My silver and gold sweet corn. And that should do it. One down, about 20 more to go. Bye, y'all.